This is a guitar lesson on how to play Hold On by Justin Bieber. It's really quite simple and it stays the same all the way through it. It sounds good on electric guitar with loads of like phaser and flanger effects as well, but I'm just going to do it on acoustic today just to show you the basics. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our ring finger on the 4th fret of the A string, and then we're going to put our index finger on the 2nd fret of the B string, and we're going to play the high E string open. So fret them 2 notes. So what I'm doing with my right hand is I'm playing the A string and then the high E string with my middle finger, and then the B string with my index finger, and then I'm plucking the A string again, and then I'm going to play those 2 but backwards, so I'm going to reverse it, so then it's index finger, middle finger. What we're going to do next is, the way I like to play is we're keeping the second fret of the B string, we're going to keep that, but I then move my index finger to the 2nd fret of the A string. If you find it more comfortable, you could use your 2nd finger on the B string and use your ring finger or pinky finger on the 4th fret. I just don't think that's comfortable, but if you feel more comfortable you can play that, and then when it comes to changing to this next chord it's a bit easier. We're going to put our index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, same thing with our right hand, and then we're just going to take our finger off the A string completely and play that open, and it's the same again, and then back onto the 2nd fret. So we're keeping this the same, and what's changing is we're basically going and so on. Then we're going to play that throughout the whole verse. Stop, because it completely stops in the song. Then what we're going to do is we're going to play again the 4th fret on the A string, and I'm going to use a pick for this bit, and what I'm doing is I'm muting the string, so I'm not playing, I'm muting it with my palm, like that. So what we do next is we're basically just playing what the bass plays, because there's no other instruments playing at this point. So what we've done there is, so it's the 4th fret on the A string and the 2nd fret on the D string, and I just play it 1, 1, da da da. I just use my index finger to bar both strings on the 2nd fret, and then this A string is open again, but we keep our finger on the 2nd fret. So just one more time, that last part is 4, 2, 2, open, 2, 2. Then what I like to do when the drums come in is I'm going to start playing full chords. So if you remember that, it's the 4th fret of the A string, so what that is, that's the root note to a C sharp minor chord. You can also play it up here. So what that is the 9th fret, and it's your minor shape, so your bar, and then, but I'm just going to play it down here for now. And the way I play it is I'm just going to pluck the root note So pluck the root note and then just scrape the bottom 2 strings. That's all we're after, those just bottom 2 strings. So it's the next chord is a B. So again, if you remember, that's the 2nd fret. So what we do is we just play a B. So a B chord is the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, 4th fret of the D string, 4th fret of the G string, 4th fret of the B string, 2nd fret of the E string. So it's like we're playing an A, but we're barring. Or again, you can play it up here if you want. So that's the 7th fret. We're going to play an A next. And then when the chorus ends, it basically goes back to, you don't hear this bit. You just sort of hear the root note really on like a sub bass. So what you can do is you just play so what I'm doing there is just power chords, so the 4th fret and the 6th fret. And then once the 2nd verse kicks in a bit more, you start to hear this note again. But it rings out this time rather than being palm muted. So it's pretty much like that throughout the 2nd verse. But then sort of the pre-chorus kicks in and we hear this again. And then again, when the actual chorus kicks in with the drums, I start to play that again. And that's all it is throughout the whole song really. It's just 3 chords played in slightly different ways on like sort of different instruments. There is a part in the verse where we hear like a sub bass underneath the guitar. It sort of goes. There's no need to play that because if you're just going to play the guitar version, that's all you hear on the guitar. You don't need to worry about what the sub bass is doing. That's just adding interest. And that's pretty much it. It's just find a different way of playing these 3 chords. And that's pretty much it.